Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Festa here. We've had a prezzie from my good old mate, Ron Hetem, with an H. So we have an open up, see what we got, folks. It's a big massive thanks to Ron. Yet again, he's been on my Amazon list. But yeah, he's been out and bought me another prezzie, folks. So let's just have a quick looky, Lou. I'll just pull the box off just in case there's a little message in there. Oh, nice one. Look at this, folks. This is the ICM AC40-137A Soviet fire truck. Now, this is just giving me one hell of an idea, Ron, and I'm going to tell you what it is. First things first, let's open her up. Get the tape cut so that we can have a shifty through the box of goodness. And then I'll tell you my idea, because I've just literally, whilst I've been resting up, I've been watching Chernobyl again, the TV mini-series with Jared Harris, Richard Harris's son. And yeah, I've been watching that and I love that show. I think it's a wonderful bit of television. And seeing this and the six-wheeler and the look of it, straight away I've seen it weathered right down and a bit battered. But James, bless him, sent me a couple of trucks recently as well over at JC Bricks and Builds. Now, during this program you had, or towards the end of it, you had a compound that had all these trucks in it where they had been cleaned and all of that lot, but they've basically been left abandoned in a field because they're so radioactive. And I'm looking at this and the others and thinking of having them doing that where they're abandoned, you know, doors open and falling to bits and a fence around them. And it's just, yeah, trying to recreate that compound. So that's given me that idea. Let's have a quick looky-loo at the box. That's what we got, folks. This big old beastie-kins there. But yeah, it's just sown that idea. So yeah, it's something different, isn't it? So let's just have a shifty. Beautifully packaged. And there she is in all her glory, folks. Look at that. Shall we get her out the crinkly bag and have a quick looky, Kins? I think we should, don't you? First things first, we got the water-based paints now that they do. Another paint range, folks. Yeah, how are we going to keep up with all of these paint ranges? But yeah, some of them are pretty good, though, because I've got that kit, the Ghost of Kiev. And yeah. So that's another paint range that we got to look at. This is the kit instructions, beautifully done in colour, as you can see. Do like that. We've got some decals of decalness. So I'll be translating them at some point. And then obviously we've got our sprue diagrams here, and some of the bits are used, some of them are not. But yeah, it just gives you an idea of what we're looking at, because there are options, folks. Yes, options. Festa and options. So there's your sprue diagrams, really concise instructions and assembly there on how this all goes together. Pretty straightforward build by the look of it. So yeah, I can't see what the issue's going to be with this bad boy, do you, folks? No Festa. Big old leaf springs, bumpers, 6-wheel spindles there, looking rather splendid. Big old rugged tyres. But already I'm seeing the weathering and the faded paint job and all of that lot. So I'm already excited, Bobs, about it. So yeah, I can get the cab done and weathered and then drop that in. A bit like I did my beer truck for KA.Models, where I assembled it in sub-assemblies, detailed it up and then pulled it together at the end. So I should do something similar just to see whether it works. But yeah, it's just got that ruggedness about it, and it's like, yeah, can really go to town. So I should be capturing some screen grabs off of the end of that TV show and having them on the PC, just on that monitor, so that when I come to paint this, I've got a reference close by. Because, yeah, we have it in our head, but we don't always remember it exactly, do we? And I just need that little prompt nowadays to remind me. So, it's all the top of the fire truck there, all bits and pieces, pumps, etc. So we can add bits to that, tubage, things like that. And then, of course, we can then have the tubes perishing where they've been abandoned. See, so little tips there, rusty foot plates and things like that. Really does look a highly detailed kit. All the ladders there, so we can have some on the roof and a few others discarded nearby where the locals have perhaps tried to pilfer bits and then realised everything's radioactive and done an emergency runner. But yeah, the determined person will grab what they want, I know. But yeah, look at that lot. Absolutely stunning detail that can be replicated there. And then obviously we got the paint scheme, and we can fade this white right down so that it looks like it's peeling off and rusted all up. And yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Definitely doing something along them lines. So yeah, it says 2010 ES, is that the year it was made? That's Moscow 2000, so I might be out of date range with it, but I can still weather it down, can't I? I'll check the date when it was about, because Chernobyl, I think, was in the mid-80s. So I might be out of the loop there. But we could still do a decent weathered down, battered job on her anyway. Why not? Because obviously politically now things are different, and it could be in that type of scene, couldn't it? So, yeah, happy days. But there you go. So the idea might be there. I just need to double check the date range of the truck when it was actually about. It will tell me in the instructions there, but it says it was army truck of the 70s and 80s and was launched in 67. So I might be able to livery it up. Perhaps the decals are specific for the date. If they are, then I'll print out my own decals and try and get the pictures and replicate what I see on screen. So leave it with me, folks. I'm sure we'll come up with something. There's your wheels of tiredness, so we can get them all sanded down and cleaned up and suitably dishevelled. So I'm going to keep them in their bag. I always do that. Same with all the clear components, because yeah, they will get scratched about. So I'll keep them in the poly bag as well, folks. Okay. I've got some sprues there with the roof section, grills, sides of the truck, dash floors, all of that. Looks really beautifully crisp, I must admit. Tempted to open the door as well. What do we reckon, folks? We reckon we should pop the door open. Poser with the door open so you can see inside the cabbykins, yeah? What do you reckon? Yeah, why not? Why not indeed? Let's embellish it a bit. What have we got here? These are the wheel ups with an H. Looking rather splendid as well. Look at them bad boys. All the bolts and everything there, so we can get plenty of washes on them. Get them all looking rather suave. A little bit of drilling out there, just so that we can see through where the metal's cast. Why not? The details there, let's just emphasise it a bit. Cut them out. I think that'll work. Next up, we've got roof sections there. We've then got wheel arches, panels, etc. All beautifully and crisply marked. Even the rivet embossed details in there. I like that. I like that a lot. Really nice kit, this. Big thanks, Ron. Well spotted, mate, because, yeah, he's got an eye for these things, as our Ron. And yeah, he's kind of spotted that I've got a lot of these trucks on the list, because I'm quite getting into the weathering now, and these are going to be builds that I can do, get ready and base painted, and then I can sit and weather them all for a while for the channel. So he spotted that, and he's been treating me to these, and yeah, it really is appreciated, because the build options for this is really nice, but the detail is gorgeous. And I'm looking at where rust would accumulate already around these edges. It would form and streak in and stuff. So yeah, really do look forward to these. Some more detailed parts there. Engine components. There are options for engine and chassis. You'll notice there's different sets, which is really good for me because I get greebles. So where these are abandoned, we can have a chassis that's been stripped down and things like that, just kicked in the background, rotting away. So all of these extras on these builds will get built up and be used for background detritus. Myself and the Guru, we play Stalker 2, and in that game there's lots of these vehicles laying around looking rather dishevelled. I'm looking at that grill as well. I could chop that out and put a mesh in there and you'd be able to see through it. So little details, see. But look at that. Happy days, isn't it? Yeah, can really detail this up. Might even have it with the bonnet up where people have been in and took bits off of it. But yeah. Then you got all your ladders, your tubes, your pipes, your exhausts and all of that lot, folks. Look at that. Aye, mint, isn't it? Yes, Festa. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful kit that. I'm stoked, I must admit. There you go, folks. So that was the ICM model kit number 35519 AC4137, a Soviet fire truck in 35th scale. And it's six-wheeler, mate. Six-wheeler. Look at that. Oh, 6 wheels. 6 wheels. Oh. But yeah, really looking forward to doing that. Big thanks to Ron. As usual, massive thanks, mate. And yeah, if you do see him in the Frolic and any other shows, folks, give him a little hello, Ron, because yeah, it'll make his day. It really will. Very generous fella. So there you go, folks. I'll leave you there. Little inbox of this bad boy. Look out for this build coming up, because yeah, I will be binge building a lot of stuff and getting it ready for paint in the background. And then we can sit and have fun weathering these, folks, okay? So until then, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down,